Good morning. It's a beautiful morning, and I did a video a few days ago about the Goldwing 2005. How does it look like after 18 years? And I could not share my riding experience, so today I thought that I'll just do the part 2 of that video, in which I would ride the bike and share with you my experiences about the bike. Hope it's going to be helpful. Please do watch it till the end, and if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe. There's a lot of stuff coming up, and you're gonna find it useful. Alright, it's all gonna be first-hand information, and I'm gonna make sure that I'll share with you the real user experiences. By the way, who don't know me, my name is Shweb Sheikh. I work in motorcycles, I buy and sell motorcycles, I do modifications, and I've got a huge stock of motorcycles, Harleys, Kawasaki's, Hondas, different types. So whatever comes up, I'm going to be sharing information about those bikes, which could help other bikers, other riders, people who want to buy the bike, people who are confused what they need to buy, about maintaining the bikes, about customization, buying, selling, and bike love. This channel is basically for bike lovers. I myself, I love I love what I'm doing. I'm really passionate about motorcycles, and I am just loving it. So before we go, we're going to Qudra Lake today. It's going to be almost 50 kilometers from here till there, and I'm on my Goldwing. I am a little hungry, so I'm gonna stop by. There's a small cafe over here where they have very nice tea and cheese sandwiches and paratha. It's very common over here in Dubai. Dubai people definitely know about it, but the people watching from Europe or US and different places, they might not be aware of it. But if ever you come to Dubai, guys, please do give it a shot and you will not regret. It's less than $2, a tea and a sandwich, and you will love it. It's just cheese, craft cheese, wrapped up in a roll with fresh tea, which is like really nice, freshens you up. And there's a small cafe next to this mosque. They open up mostly very early in the mornings, and they are open all day. So next to the mosque, and I'm gonna be there in minutes. Once I reach there, I'll just stop by for 5 minutes, and then I'll continue with the video. Alright guys, so just hold on and keep watching. Let's do the Goldwing thing today together.
Okay, so now we're done with the breakfast. The sandwich was yummy, and we'll make a move, and I will tell you everything about the Goldwing. Right. Okay, I think the mic is okay because it's been a bit funny. It's been a bit funny with me. Playing around a bit. Okay, yeah, it's all good. Good, let's go. Stand is up. Okay, so one of the functions is the stand is up and you put the bike in the gear. So yeah, the bike goes off. So I put the stand up, and now the bike works. Okay, let's go guys, let's take a ride of this giant motorcycle, the Honda Goldwing. The weather is beautiful, the sky is beautiful, and just like when you sit on this bike, you want to keep on going and going and going. Okay. So yeah, the last video I did mention one thing about the curvings. When you're on the Goldwing, the bike is extremely good with maneuvering it, you know. It's very much maneuverable, like curves, sharp curves, turns. You feel very comfortable in this bike. This is also one of the quality of the Goldwing. Soundless, as you can see, there's hardly any sound. On the fourth gear, 100 kilometers per hour. I shift to the fifth one, and we go. There is another thing which I realized is a negative about the Goldwing, where we have a lot of positives. So I'm going to be sharing with you everything, positives and negatives. So see, when you're riding a Harley or a sports bike or a bike which has a loud exhaust, so there's one thing about it. What happens is when you're riding it, the cars around you listen to the exhaust and they're already aware of there's a bike around them, okay? But the Goldwing is noiseless, it's very quiet. So when I started riding this bike, I experienced that the cars do not have any idea if I am next to them or around them or behind them, you know. So I kind of took a little bit of while to get used to it, because I wasn't used to it. I was always riding Harleys are loud, so whenever you're far away itself, the car guys already know that you're there behind them or around them. So it's one of the safety features which I would give credit to the loud exhausts, that it does make a lot of difference. You never need to use your horn, or you never need to dim on the cars. You would hardly need to do that. But on the Goldwing, because the bike is very quiet, so even if you are overtaking a car, or there's a car ahead of you and you want to overtake a car, so you need to be very careful at that time, that, you know, the cars, they know that there is a bike, because anyways, bike being a smaller thing as compared to a car behind them, they have more chances of not seeing it, okay, or not realizing that there's a bike around them. But if the bike is loud, so regardless of it's a smaller object, the sound or the noise of the exhaust does the job. But in the Goldwing, because the bike is very quiet, so you guys need to take care of this thing. Anyways, you know, it's not a big flaw, but it's just a different thing, and you need to get used to it, and you need to make sure that, you know, you are aware of you're very much aware of the cars around you, and whenever you're overtaking or whenever you're driving or riding the bike. So it's a safety feature. It's a kind of a safety thing which I wanted to share and which I experienced as well. We're cruising on a speed of 120 70 miles, almost 70 miles. RPM is 3000. Bike is super smooth going on the road, and it's pretty good. I had also mentioned about the wind friction on this bike is much less as compared to any other bike, because of the size of the windshield. The front is pretty big, it covers up the rider very much. Doesn't have the hand guards for for the rider, but you know, if you're riding, so you have gloves to use, especially if you're in colder atmospheres, which can protect your hands from the wind temperature, because your hands do freeze. And it doesn't have heated grips as well. This model doesn't have heated grips as well. I'm sure there are other models which have it, but this specific model, the one which I'm riding, doesn't have heated grips. So if it is cold, it can be a little bit of a drawback, unless you have good gloves to take care of the cold and the weather. So you see, now this is a curve. I'm going on 60 miles, 70 miles, you know, and I'm so much comfortable dropping the bike as much as I can, and it's very, very comfortable. It doesn't move from its place, you know. It's very comfortable. It's very comfortable. This way, and then I go the other way. Very, very nice. You know, this experience on the Goldwing was it's a big plus for a rider who's riding the bike, and when he rides the bike and he feels these kind of things, it's you know, you enjoy the ride, you know. And you hardly feel any wind on your face. You hardly feel anything on your legs, because your legs are covered. The seating position or the shape of the bike is as such that the legs are almost, you can say, 70 to 80% covered, you know. You're not exposed to direct wind friction at all, so it's pretty comforting actually. We are heading towards Al Qudra. As I said, we are already on Al Qudra Street. This road goes towards the lakes. There is a place called Al Qudra Last Exit, and there's a cycling track from the place where you started, and it goes all the way down there. It's 50 kilometers one way, and weekends they have a lot of cyclists on that spot. And anyways, that place is pretty good. It's out of the city. You will see a lot of bikers as well. You might come across some biker groups, cyclists. I'm sure there would be bikers as well, because early morning rides on Sundays are very common. So let's see how it is. Okay, the sun is rising and it's beautiful, and I'm enjoying the ride. It's a road of 90 kilometers per hour, so we can ride up to 110. In Dubai, all the speed limits which you have, for example, if it is 70, you can go up to 90, and it's all in kilometers per hour. So if it is 100, you can go up to 120. So as you see, the board over here says 90, we can go up to 110. And the road network is pretty good as well. There are a lot of nice places to ride. You can enjoy the bikes on the high speed, cars on the high speed. The roads are very clean. The traffic is pretty well behaved, and the law is very much in place over here. They've done a really good job in terms of the laws and everything. So if you ever get a chance to come to Dubai, and if you're a biker, so I would highly recommend you to rent a bike or contact me. No worries. I'm gonna assist you with that. You rent a bike and, you know, go around in Dubai, or even you can go to countries which are around Dubai. Like Oman is very good. It has pretty good roads, and also it's very scenic, so you would enjoy the ride towards that side. And if you come in summer, there is a place in Oman called Salalah. It's around 1,000 kilometers from Dubai, around 1,200 I think. A lot of bikers go there in the summertime, in the monsoon season, because that's the time when the weather is very beautiful. They've got rain, waterfalls and stuff, and while the temperature over here is 45, you go there, the temperature is in 20s. So Google it. It's one of the wonders, one of the 7-8 wonders of the world. They say like this place is. You're driving or riding on a place on 40-45 degrees centigrade, and the moment you cross that mountain where Salalah city is, the temperature really goes down within a fraction of less than 10 minutes. The temperature totally changes, and it's a totally different experience. So getting back to the Goldwing, excellent touring motorcycle, excellent motorcycle for long trips. I also missed out another part last time, that this bike, being a 2005, has a reverse gear. Do you know what I'm saying? A reverse gear. A bike goes boom. Okay, so the reverse gear is like very helpful, because the bikes are heavy. You know, a lot of times we end up in places which need help with pushing the bike up or down. So the reverse gear in those places is very helpful. Oh my god, look at the bicycle guys. I think we're gonna see a lot of them. This place is almost full, so we're gonna come across a lot of bicycle guys. If you see from the place which I'm riding at the moment, on the left side is the road where the cars are coming towards us, but after that side there's a cycling track. Now all the way which I'm gonna be riding from here towards that side, the cyclists are going to be there, you know, throughout on the way, and they ride all the way down. There are a lot of professional cyclists which are going to be there, and you find them over there. Anyways, so it has the reverse gear, which is very helpful. And I personally, a lot of times there are situations come across, even when you are in the Harley, which is even more heavier than this, the Ultra, it doesn't have a reverse gear, so you need somebody else to push the bike, because 450 kgs is not less, it's quite a lot. The street glide is almost 400 kgs, yes, which is again, so yeah, I think I've covered most of the points on the Goldwing. Another thing, or just FYI, which I came across, some upgrades which if you buy a Goldwing you can do, which won't cost you much. The lights you can change into LEDs. It's a very basic thing. The music system, which I told you to upgrade, you need a backrest for sure for longer trips. It's very important, and if you go for a backrest, I suggest you go for an original one. Don't go for a Chinese one, because there's a huge difference in the comfort. I installed a Chinese aftermarket backrest thinking that alright, there's nothing mechanical about it, but I regret it was not the right decision, and there was not a big price difference as well. So this costed me around $250 or something, so, or $200, and that would cost me around $350 or something like that. So, but at least you have something. They don't have original ones. I think they have from Koreakin. There's a brand called Koreakin, which is very well known, and they do motorcycle accessories and stuff. So if you take it from them, I'm sure you're gonna be very much comfortable These are two things: headlights, speakers, windshield. Okay, windshield. What happened is the windshield of my bike was yellowish because the bike is 2005. You know, it's plastic. So I opened up YouTube as usual. You know, first thing we do is we open up YouTube and check it out. So I checked it out, and there was a guy somewhere in US, and he was cleaning up the windshield and polishing it, and you know, it comes out new and stuff. So what I did is I said, all right, man, because it's got an original windshield, so let me do something instead of buying a new one, because the new windshield, which is the original one, is almost $600, I think, $500 or $600. Okay, so I thought that, okay, instead of buying a new windshield, let me do something. Let me do what the guy did. So I got all the polishes and the polishing machine and the sanding paper, and I kept rubbing. I did a video on that as well. It's with me. I'll share it with you sometime. And I screwed up the entire thing. The screen was, you were not able to see through the screen anymore. It went really blur, and I did go back to the guy, and I commented. I said, excuse me, sir, I mean, like, you said that do, and all of what you said was wrong. He said, oh, okay, it's all right, you can try this, you can try that. So I'm sorry, but you know, I think that's misleading of information just to get a video of likes or whatever. It's not really nice it's not going to work like that. They have to be very clear on the information which they are sharing, so people believe them. And I wasted almost $100 on buying material and wasted 3 days just to do the experiment, which failed. So the windshield, guys, go for a brand new windshield. You can go for an aftermarket because it's plastic. Again, every year, 2 years, you can just change it. It's gonna cost you like $100 or something, and it's really worth it. There's no difference in this and that. For sure there would be a lot of difference, but in terms of performance, you're not expecting no comfort, no nothing, and it's perfectly fine. There are a lot of Chinese brands out there, available on eBay, available on Alibaba, available on AliExpress, and you can order one from there, and you know, it's gonna do the job for you guys. Tires, I went for new tires. Brakes, I went for new brakes. I'm like, basically, because as I told you in the last video that I was planning to do around 5,000 kilometers on it, a trip, so I just prepared the bike for that reason, you know. So we were at the cycling track, and while coming, I missed out on a footage the last 5-10 minutes, so I'm just gonna repeat it again. Take care. So this guy was very happy to see the bike. You always feel good when people comment positively on the bikes and say good things about it, you know. It's always a good feeling. So guys, back. So I was talking about the sound system upgrade, and second thing was the windshield. Bike being old, 17-18 years old bike, so it's clear windshield will definitely make a big difference with a very low cost. So it's very highly recommended to do that. My god, the sky is so beautiful, so beautiful. The weather is so nice. Excellent time to ride, honestly speaking. Can't be better. Really. Yeah, so basically, see, what I've done is I have shared my own experience. It's a first-hand information coming out of me, myself, not by anybody else. And I would very highly appreciate if you like and subscribe the channel, and your feedback is very important for me. I've just recently started doing videos, and definitely I want to improve, and improvement will be based on your feedback. And if in case if I missed out on anything, any information, so please do ask me if I have shared any information which is wrong, so do correct me. And last but not the least, but in case if you want me to do a specific video about anything specific or any specific motorcycle, so please tell me, because I'm in the business and I do have new motorcycles every now and then, and I would love to do that for you. It will be an honor. Thank you very much for watching, and hopefully very soon we're gonna catch up again. All right, thank you so much. Take care of yourself. Have a great day.